Hello, this is Sanad here, and welcome back to Model Kit Monday. This week we are finishing off Team Tri-Fighters. As you remember, last week I looked at the Lightning Gundam Full Burn, and the week before I looked at the Build and Tri-Burning Gundams. So let's take a look at the Star-Winning Gundam. So the Star-Winning Gundam is an SD kit, which I'm not used to reviewing, so my normal camera setup will not work for this. But as you can see, it is a neat little SD kit, and it's got a few secrets. Now, the Star-Winning Gundam is the second winning Gundam that Hoshino Fumina built. This is an upgraded version to the Winning Gundam. The Winning Gundam's primary function was to assist the Lightning and Burning Gundams, but the Star-Winning can do things on its own, which includes articulation. I'm going to get this out of the way. It's got a ball joint neck and shoulders and slight arm movement and a ball joint wrist and some hips and some... It's got slight movement. It's an SD kit. It's not the most articulated thing. But it's got a neat little blaster rifle, or beam rifle, or just a gun thing. But yeah, so it is a SD kit, and as you can see, it looks really nice. Now, they do give you multiple eye sets. I went with the standard default eyes. Thought that was the best option. But you can see, this thing is quite nice. It is mostly stickers. Everything that's green is stickers. So that's fun. It also has a giant backpack full of these sharp bladed weapons that actually can split off and become separate weapons, but those will come in handy in its other modes, more so than this one. You can also give it this blade piece here to give it kind of a bayonet kind of thing going on, or you could flip it over and make it a sword. It works really well as a sword, which is cool, because I like it as a sword. So, that's pretty much all the Star-Winning really does. You can put it on a GP base, and it doesn't completely destroy the GP base like the Lightning did, so that's appreciated. But there's not a whole lot else going on with the Star-Winning in this mode. But it has a jet compatibility, so let's pull it off to the side and make a jet. So here we have it, jet mode, which is pretty neat. It replicates the style of the Winning Gundam's jet mode, which was much smaller. This one has the core booster on it. It works pretty well. It's not the most exciting mode. You can attach its weapon below, which is pretty neat. It has GP-based compatibility port, or just stand compatibility. It looks pretty good. There's not really much else to say about it. It's kind of just Star-Winning laying down with its booster attached. But the thing is, this is not the main function of the Star-Winning Gundam, as it has the ability to go into real mode. Here is the Star-Winning Gundam's real mode. Yes, we have an SD kit that turns into a high-grade style kit. Now, it does not feature all the complex things that high grades have. It is much more basic, but that's because it turns into an SD and a jet. This mode's been getting a lot of flack, and I honestly don't see why. This thing does a lot for being 900 yen. So, yeah, I'm impressed. Now, what's really cool, again, the sword thing looks a little bit more regularly sized. The overall design is the Star-Winning, just in a more natural body proportion. All the little booster pieces, like these parts here, were the legs all the time. So it's really neat. You can see there is a huge backpack here, which is probably my biggest complaint. But, yeah, you're just going to have to deal with it. This thing's quite articulated, though. It's got a ball joint neck on a polycap, which is the same connection as the SD head, as the SD head actually wraps around that one. You have ball joint shoulders, which have actually a good range of movement outward, which is pretty nice. You got outward shoulder movement, you got a bicep, you got an elbow, you got a wrist joint. All really cool. You got torso, waist joint kind of works. You got hips, you got swivels, knees, and ankles. So you actually can get this thing in a well range of pose, but it is a little clunky in some spots, mostly because it transforms. I would actually like to see a Star-Winning kit that is just this mode entirely, because I think that would look pretty cool and nice and sleek. Now, like I said, there are weapons involved with this, and that is involving these green pieces. Now, these green pieces in the show can pop off, fly around when they're attached to the little side parts here, and they can actually plug in on either side, like this, and like this, And now you've got a pretty good star, star because it's a star winning. So you got these cool stars. Now what's neat is that you can actually plug them on the back of the arms of the star winning in real mode, and you can just have them be little shield parts elsewhere. So that's pretty neat. And they do give you the smaller size and the larger size, and you can have them fly around. If you have good diorama skills, you can make them look like they're pulling out the shields for the teammates. So you got some options here, but these are pretty neat as like star weapons. And as seen later in the show, you can use the SD's V-Fin as a melee weapon, which I find to be hilariously amusing and just freaking awesome. So you get a lot of weapon options with the star winning here, including having just a gun and a V-Fin. So overall, I'd say the star winning Gundam is quite fantastic for everything it can do in such a small and quite affordable kit. I'm really, really impressed. Now, together, Team Tri-Fighters is ready to go fight. And they look really great together. The star winning in its real mode looks really cool with the tri-burning and the lightning full burner. I'm really impressed at how great of a trio these three are. I think they're great, and honestly, it's a good representation of the team. And you can have the star winning in SD mode if you want more of a dynamic variation, but the three main colors of red, blue, and yellow work really well together as a team aspect. I quite like this. Overall, I really enjoy SD Build Fighter's Star Winning Gundam. I think it's a great kit with a lot of possibilities, and you do have a lot of posing options and display options with this one kit. It does a whole lot, and I'm quite impressed. Yeah, some of the things are a little finicky, and the transformation is mostly explode the Star Winning and then convert it into a different style Gundam. But overall, I really like the kit, and I think it's great, and I'd highly recommend it. So we've come to the conclusion of the Team Tri-Fighters trio. What will we look at next week? You just have to find out, because I don't know yet. Anyways, be sure to check out HeroTaku.com for all your Gundam news and more. And so next to Sound saying, goodbye.